Welcome back to my channel Learning Point with DK, and today I am going to teach you the half yearly portion of syllabus of class 9, that is from English book, that is Movements. So let's start here. First chapter is The Lost Child, written by Mulk Raj Anand. In this chapter there is a boy who was going to a fair with the parents, and then on the way he saw there are so many toys lined up. So he got attracted and asked the parent, particularly the father, and father denied with his anger look, said, "You are too old to have them." After that, he kept moving, and on the way, the mother actually realized the son felt bad, so asked the son to look at the mustard field, which was filled with the mustard flowers, and on the far and far away, there only the yellow mustard flower could be seen, and a group of butterflies. The child started running after the group of butterflies, and at that time, he actually moved to the another place, that was the grove. That grove means a group of orchard means fruit flowers. Trees, and the flower trees. He went inside there, the garden of the flower trees, and he started. As soon as he entered, the flowers started raining on him. At that time, he felt very good, but the mother and parents called him. He moved to the fair, and there he saw. Then he saw confectioner, his bird feed, which he wanted to have. Then he knew father would not give. Then he saw the gulmohar, that is the garland gulmohar, balloon seller, the balloon he wanted to have, but he did not ask the parents. And then he also saw there snake charmer, which also he did not say the parents to stay there to watch. So finally he saw there a roundabout, that is a swing, and where he wanted to have a round on it, but he did not ask the parents at that time, and he was thinking. At the very moment the parents moved away from there, then he started asking the parents to have a ride on it. And when he moved, he saw no parents, so he started shouting. And that time a gentleman came and took him to all those things which he wanted to have. That is roundabout. He said no. Then he was only saying mother and father. Then he was taken to balloon seller. He did not want to have them. He was taken to confectioner, toys, and so on. Gulmohar, of garland of gulmohar, and he said no. And this is how we could see here the son, the child, who wanted to have all these things. After losing their parents, he did not want to have them. Now we are moved to the another one. This is the Adventure of Toto by Ruskin Bond. In this, there is a monkey which was actually purchased by a grandfather from the Tonga driver for 5 rupees. And then he was taken to the house. First of all, it was not shown to the grandmother of the house, and after that, when the grandmother came to know and then got ready to have it, allowed it to have, so it was taken to the private zoo. In the private zoo, there were the other animals, but he did not allow any animal to sleep, and therefore, this animal, that is the Toto, was taken to the Saharanpur when the grandfather wanted to go to the Saharanpur to have his pencil. On the way, actually, he was placed on a basket kit, a bag basket kit, and that when he was on the platform, he took his head out and showed his pearly white teeth to the ticket collector. Ticket collector asked for the ticket. When it was happened, he returned. Then the speaker said, "I did not know about it, but when I came to know, it was very interesting." Then here are some incidents. First incident, that he was actually taken to the tub. In the tub, as he saw the author taking the bath, the same manner he used to touch the temperature of the water and then place the first step and the second, and then took the bath. When he felt cold, he rushed to the kitchen and then had the warmth. And nobody saying anything else at that time, laughing at him. He felt bad and he did not go to take bath after that for some days. Then second incident is that there was a big kettle, like a tub, and in which he actually went and then turned the temperature in the same manner as he used to do with the tub water. And he went inside. When in the beginning he was enjoying, but then later when the kettle water started boiling, he started also boiling, and this is how he was half boiled. And then the grandmother came and saved his life. After that, what happened? He was actually in the dining time. He was on the dining table in the center, and then when the other ladies and the grandmother came, then he started jumping. He threw a glass of water on our aunt, and after that he jumped through the exit of the window and went on the tree. On the tree, jackfruit tree, he was just stuffing all the rice with the plate. When the grandfather shouted at him, he threw that, and then that plate was turned into 100 pieces. This is how the grandfather came to know that this Toto could not be kept in the house because he was very expensive. Every day he used to destroy the things. Yes, this is what is the story about Toto. Now we will move to another story, Iswaran, the storyteller. Iswaran storyteller, it is written by R.K. Lakshman, and you see this Iswaran was a very amazing person. he had magic in his hand. He used to cook delicious food, and he was also a great storyteller. And that's why the name of this chapter is the storyteller, Ishwar the storyteller. What happened here, Mahendra, who actually used to be stationed or the post in the different places. Even such places where there nobody wants to go, he was sent and he used to manage there. He was adaptable and understandable and very manageable person. He had a cook whose name was Iswaran. Iswaran was a fantastic cook because he could get any type of vegetable cooked very delicious, very tasty. It's about his magical hands. He was also a great orator, narrator of the story. He used to tell very unbelievable and very much fake stories, which were not believable, but people used to entertain. Another thing is that he told about different things. The first thing he told, like how he used to tell, that is very enthralling, enticing, exciting, entertaining, interesting way of telling the stories. He used to tell like simple thing. When you saw any big tree falling on the road, he would say, I saw a big tree fall on the road. But he did not say like that. He saw it was a night, I was going on the way, that was a rainy time, there was a storm there, and when I saw in the dark, there was something on the way, in the middle of the large beast fallen. When I went half of the distance I covered and went there, then I could not go, but finally I made up my mind and went there. And what I saw there, that was not a large beast, but it was just a uprooted tree which was fallen on the middle of the road. This is how I used to grasp the attention of the audience at the end of the story. Now there is a second thing here about him, that he was when childhood, he was talking very high and saying at that time the elephant which actually went crazy and then started breaking everything. And that crazy elephant went into the porch, or you can say the fence of the school. He was also a child, so he was in the school. All the people, the principal, teachers, children were on the roof, but he himself went down and came to the elephant with a very small twig. That is a small twig, that is a branch. He just hit on the toe of the elephant. Elephant was collapsed, and that after 2 days it was taken away from there by the Mahavat. So you see that this is a too much talking high by Iswaran. Iswaran told about another thing here. What is happening one day, Iswaran asked the man that he wanted to cook food. He cooked very delicious food. The very day he said there was a lady who used to move in the night time with the baby features. Having known that, Iswaran as a coward person, Iswaran not, Mahendra was a coward person, he got angry. He said, what nonsense you are talking, and he scolded on him. Next day he wanted to apologize for it, but he saw Iswaran was very fine, he had no problem, and normal work he was doing. That's why he went to the office. When he returned in the night, he saw the same type of thing he heard at 1 o'clock, and then he realized Iswaran was right. According to the Swaran story, the thing was happened there. He saw there in the night there was something that a very not clear figure, but was like a lady with the fetus of a baby, was moving and crying all the times in the night. So when he realized that kind of thing, in the morning time he resigned from his job and left that place forever. This is now you have understood, I think so, this story. Then move to this 4. In the kingdom of fools. In the kingdom of fools there is a man, the king and Mr. Yu, and what they did, actually they applied a very different thing. In the daytime the people sleep, in the night they work, and even the animals were taught to do that. What happened after that, the guru and the disciple they came. The guru came to know everything was for to do, and you could buy a measure of bananas, a measure of rice, a dozen of bananas for what to do and anything. That's why what happened, the guru